Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I am live. And after the show, make sure you log on to DoggieDiamondsTV.com. That is my official website. DoggieDiamondsTV.com is my official website. On there, you'll find videos you might have missed. I'm about to start adding some blogs on there daily. My social media is on there. Everything is on there. DoggieDiamondsTV.com. And listen, right now accepting clients, consultation with Coach Kandaka. And this is for artists, podcasters, business owners, content creators like myself. The services include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, monetization strategy. Just DM Coach Kandaka, Coach Kandaka, to book your session now. Let's go. Yes. Shout out to everybody. Don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
we got Chakra King in the building. We got Check Viz Online in the building. T2 is in the building. Bernadette Bernie, how you doing? Valentino Icon is in the building. Nate Jackson, what's going on? NW101 is in the building, although they retracted their message. The Kitchen Closed podcast is here. Rizzo, what's up? 27 is in the building. Rizzo 27 is in the building. King Chip, what's going on? We here. Don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
make sure y'all hit that like button. Boogeyman, what's up? Started going live a little later. I wanted to catch my UK folk, my West Coast folk. Kevin Willis, what's going on? WC13, Philly 215, Brooklyn, what's going on? Sister Brooke, even Melanin in the building. Disrupting Reality NYC is in the building. Yes, we gonna talk about the Beat 139. Yes, El Jefe, what's up? That's my folks over there. The Beat 139, that's my folks. I even did an interview with them. The talented Mr. Flowers is in the building. Ramon FBA is in the building. Kursky, what's up? QB Rap P, what's up? Don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Perry Pruitt, what's up? I need y'all to hit them likes. Hit them likes. Rob C in the building. Rob C in the building. I need them likes to go up though. Y'all gotta make sure y'all hit them likes. And I believe it's a hype button now. If you got the hype button, make sure you hype the video too, as well as liking it. Yes. Keep them hundreds going, them hearts going. I see them. Yes. Y'all gotta forgive me, I'm in album mode. DJ Overtime, what's up? Long time. Yes, Montezi, what's going on? Long time, I'm here. In the building. Don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
yes. Yes, I'm here. As y'all get them lights up, come in the building. Salute to y'all. Yes, the Beat 139 is my fam too. Like I said, I took the train all the way to Harlem. I got an episode on there. Shout out to them. Been rocking with them for a long time. They do great work. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, the bass line is just so fire. The bass line is just so fire. Like, I love bass line. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Doggie Diamonds YouTube. I try to, I work hard. I try to have the best music, the best transitions, the best graphics. I just, work. I be working, just trying to bring y'all a great presentation. Brian Rowland, what's up? Thank you for joining us. Make sure y'all hit that like button. That like button is essential. And if you got the hype button, hype up the viz. Also, in the bottom corner right there, you can scan the QR code. It's Boss, thank you. for sending in that super chat, setting it off with that $5. So yeah, make sure y'all, that QR code right there is live down there. That's, if you scan that code, you're gonna get everything. You can't say, yo, I didn't. I'm gonna tell you not telling the truth. So if you got two phones, or you watching this on the PC, just scan the QR code and you can get everything. I mean, most of us got two phones. We all got two phones. It's cheaper to have two phones, right? Weird does that sound? It's cheaper to have two phones. You get one phone, they be trying to slug you. You get two, you get a deal on two phones. And all of them is slugging us. But what brings me here today, Big L just released an album. And around the time of the Diddy trial, or when it was going on, for some reason, Mase told a Big L story. Shout out to Mase and Cam with their show, It Is What It Is. But I felt a little weird that Mase told a Big L story, but he never told us a Diddy story. And I did a video and I spoke on it. Sometimes when you speak about people's favorites, people don't respond well. But see, me, I got discernment. I see stuff and I be like, nah, that don't really seem right and exact. Why they do that? So around the time when all this Diddy stuff was going on, I thought, Mase said he was doing an album. Never did an album. And don't get it twisted, Mase is still my favorite rapper from Harlem. I'm never going to waver from that stance. And me and Mase has had DM conversation, disrupting reality. I appreciate you. Yes. Manifesting the Max B interview. Yo, whatever's going to happen, going to happen. We're going to let the universe dictate everything. He might have new people around him right now who, want to run him through these platforms, whatever, whatever's going to happen, going to happen. I just going to keep working. But I appreciate you setting off that super chat second. So when Mase did that, I was tripping. I'm like, yo, I was expecting him to tell some Diddy stories. This is the time, where everybody else telling the Diddy story, spill the beans. But for some reason, he spoke on Big L. And it was just so weird because I was like, what that had to do with anything that's going on in the current times? I mean, I got this big platform, and they spoke on Big L. And for years, I don't know, I felt like Cam'ron and Mase never really spoke favorable about Big L. And then, when they told the story, come to find out that Mase had a little smoke with Big L. And he told some stories. And I just, like I said, your truth is your truth. I can't really knock nobody's truth, but I just felt it peculiar that time he told the Big L stories. And Big L, is not here to defend himself. He's not here to defend his name. He's not here to say, they telling the truth, they lying. He's not here to do any of that. And the old rule used to be very cautious how you talk about the dead. Unless you just don't care. Unless you just, F them, if it was your enemy, it was your op, and you speak on them, whatever, I get it. But like I said, at that particular time, I was expecting to hear Diddy stories and some of the things Diddy might have done. Because Cam told a Diddy story when he was mad at Mase, right? He was saying how Diddy had it was a bunch of fake jump-offs in the sink, and Mase blamed it on Diddy. So I was expecting more of that. But for some reason, they went at Big L. And I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. But who am I to defend Big L? Big L has group members. He got, I'm not going to name everybody, but he got a lot of affiliates that could defend him. But as of recently, on the Beat 139 channel, which I'm going to show you, and subscribe to their channel because they do a lot of excellent work. They've been around for some time now. I got an interview with them. They put out some content with Big L's niece and Big Lee's daughter. And I think they're both his nieces, and their name is Laniqua and Lanasia. And I know a lot of times in their culture, when women say something, some dudes just be like, nobody want to listen to them, you know, them bitches or them bras. But, you know, if this is their physical family, these are the only people that could really speak to Big L legacy. So I want to get into some of the things that they said. Of course, this is a reaction video. If you don't know what a reaction video is, you have to play stuff, stop and go. You cannot just play the content through. So with all the people that will come in the comments later and say, man, just play it and shut up. That's not how that go. Go somewhere else. This is a reaction video to what they're saying, and I want to react with y'all live. So let's get into the video if we can. Where's my rundown screen? Do I have one? Yes, I do. Let's stop the music. Okay, I have a rundown screen right here. And I'm gonna keep y'all on the screen too. So I'm not gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna keep y'all on the screen as well as myself. So y'all are gonna be immortalized. So make sure you comment. You know, y'all gonna be immortalized over there in the comments. But it's just more talking about what's going on. So let's get into it.
Things on there that was a little bit triggering. And I feel like people sit here and talk about my dad, but he was an actual dad. He have kids, and people don't take into consideration of how we feel. You get what I'm saying? Like, people talk about these stories, and they talk about these stories like that was their story. But this is our story. We actually lived this. I don't care whether you was a cousin, a auntie, a brother, whatever. We are his children.
So they're talking about Big Lee. They're talking about Big Lee, who's Big L's brother, if I'm not mistaken. But let's continue.
We actually lived this, and we actually took the most L's.
No pun
We lost
intended.
our uncle, then we lost our dad, then our grandmother, and then recently our brother. You understand? So it's like a lot of things, a lot of things we have been throughout our childhood, and it's like we can't heal from that mentally. But
That's deep, because what they're saying is like, when you're kin or family to somebody famous, and then somebody famous you know, passes away, gets unalive heinously like that, every birthday, every album cycle, and every time somebody speak on them, you just always going to get reminded of that. And excuse me, my bad. It is tough to heal, but I'm gonna let them continue.
because people, every time we turn around,
Right.
people have something to say or something negatively to say, or a story is dropping, and we have to sit there and not really listen to it, but it really comes to us all
Right.
the time.
And see, that's exactly what I just said. Like, regardless to what, you know, sometimes it ain't always about respect for the dead. You got to respect the living too, because people do have family, children. And I think on these spaces, we don't really consider people loved ones. You know, I don't want anything that I say or do to get to my loved ones, and people will attack your family. But let's go.
And it's like we've been through all of that as a child, and we can't, like, you know, some things that we went through in life, and we can't get past it, because you have people doing interviews about two dead men from about, what, I'm 30 years old, about to be 40 years old, things that happened 20 plus years ago.
Like I said, it was peculiar during the time of the Diddy thing, where I thought they was going to talk about Diddy, because Mase was just very, very into that situation. He just started talking about a Big L robbery story. And I was like, well, what the hell that got to do with what's going on?
that, you know, they just keep bringing up and then trying to like, you know, just kind of like dig them out the grave. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Go ahead. Let me just say something, right? This is what I'm going to say names. I'm not going to do what you do because I want to get the audience some clarity. Now, like I said, we family. This is my family, right?
right.
And I'm going to protect my family at the end of the day. That's why I'd rather her come here. Than I didn't want her to do it, but she's like, I'm going to go on another platform, so I'd rather come here and we ain't going to get too crazy, right? But the people don't understand how to affect the kids.
Right.
Right? Now,
I just
like
said
she's
that.
saying, stories they trying to heal. You know, it's been books that was written that wasn't
Right.
good, that was a bunch of lies, it was incorrect. A bunch of interviews. And then also, like I said, you have like Cam and Mase, who has a show, a big platform. And they from the hood, right? Now, Cam, this is shit I got mad and I went on platforms and spoke on this because Big L not here to defend himself and Leroy not here to defend himself.
And see, that's what I'm saying. So, I will say in Cam and Mace's defense, their truth is their truth, right? We can never say that nobody shouldn't tell their truth. But I just thought it was just weird timing when they started telling their truth. You understand what I'm saying? I thought it was weird timing when they started talking about it.
Right.
And one thing
Right.
I don't like, I couldn't do it. Like me and my man Vito Cash, any of us, if I know, and we should speak on this about Alpo, when a lot of people know they wouldn't say it when he was here, but then say it now, I think that's cowardice.
Right.
Now we
Yeah,
all
right.
know if Leroy was here, that nobody wouldn't be saying that.
Exactly.
That's the
Right.
shit that get me mad.
Exactly.
If you
That-
gonna
no,
stand
that-
on it, stand on it.
No,
You
see,
right.
now that is real because even when Alpo passed away, a lot of people had stuff to say, Alpo this, Alpo that. Alpo was running down on people. And again, if Big Lee was here, would you say that?
You wouldn't have
Right,
been saying nothing
right.
if he was here. So the problem I have with that was,
And even when little Leroy was here.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But you got a big platform. Everybody, we show love. We all from the same hood. To me, it was unnecessary. You didn't have to do it.
Right.
So
Right.
Cam threw a bone, but then tried to sit in the back and say, I just asked a question. It was premeditated.
Right.
You
Right,
knew
of
what
course.
Mace was gonna say.
Right.
And
Right.
to me, I was out there. See, like she can't speak on it because she's
Exactly.
younger. I'm out there and everybody know what it is. So the thing I didn't like was L had a big fan base. They love Big L, right?
Right.
So when he threw the bone and Mace came out and said, Big L tried to get me robbed, and they had the video of the Spanish dude that robbed him, right? And him and Shamgard. He said, L, now mind you, all these years, nobody never heard this shit, right?
Like I said, yeah, the story, give me the timing on the story. Why did that story matter at that time? I could see if it was around an album dropping. I could see anything. The story didn't matter. It was about Diddy, and Diddy, you know, they saying he had this baby oil and all this Diddy stuff, and then they just, Mace like he dropping an album. I'ma tell my stories about Diddy. I got an album coming out. I got a documentary, and none of that happened. And then that kind of went away. Now, Mace, you spent extensive time with Diddy, and you have yet to really face that Diddy music, right? You turned into a pastor. You did a lot of shit to get away from that man, but you never really explained why. But you went in on Big L and told stuff after he was deceased and his brother. But I'm gonna let them continue.
So this is in the 90s. He said he got robbed. Now, we always heard from the gate, the Spanish dude who robbed, the dude didn't even speak English. That's number one. Where did L get this dude from to rob him? He didn't even speak no English. So boom, he gets robbed, right? They had red on, Shamgard and Mace. Back then, the Bloods was like got in the streets because it started in jail. It got heavy in the streets. So the dude got robbed by Bloods.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing he see guys, you know, to Spanish people, you know, he's a hick. He was a hick. You gonna he saw them, he robbed them.
Right.
He gets caught.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, he come to the story, oh, L tried to rob me. So what made me speak out against it, so I'm like, all right, they want to say this shit is whatever.
Yeah.
But now reading the comment section and all the
Right.
people, oh, I just like Big L, fuck Big L.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
I-
see that, and that's the danger of this, right? Let me tell y'all something that's real quick segue, and I'm gonna get back into them. When Biggie was alive, right? Towards his last few years, me and him wasn't really getting along in the sense of we didn't really have a conversation that we needed to have. But he's gone. I will never desecrate on shit on his name that he's not here. That was my man. That was my bro. We did a lot together. Me and him had a conversation that we needed to have, right? Why would I ever go on a platform and just say this, that, and the third about him to make people look at him different because he's not here to defend himself? I don't really think that that's fair, but let's go.
Yeah.
His
Right.
fans turning on him.
Right.
And they looking at him, oh, he's grimy. Now people like, oh, L be setting people, I'm glad he dead.
And
this,
then
that,
Damn.
they
and
started making
his
YouTube
father
channels.
did this. They start
Yeah.
doing all this. So now that's when I came up and I got on, shout out to Gully TV, and I got on there and I said, nah, that wasn't true.
Right.
And they capping, talk about he robbed him. Where did you get this from?
Right.
And knowing, and then they trying to make it like, oh, L, and then, like I said, it keep going. You
Right.
put them in a negative light. This like recent, even with Cam and Dame Dash got into it, and Dame Dash was like, yo, him, Big L, and Cam was in the car, and they was like, no, Big L would have got him robbed, like he was grimy. I'm around L.
Yeah, that's crazy just to put that jacket on somebody. And I'm not from Harlem, so I'm not saying it's true or it's not true. I can't speak to that. But again, we gotta respect the living because people do have living children and family. But continue.
All the time. What homeboys, name a dude to come out right now to say he was with Big L and L got him set up. Now people like, oh, Big L, then they saying, oh, his brother and his son, Leroy got him killed.
Wow.
His own father got
Right.
his brother killed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it just was this a whole bunch
Like
of
a whole
negative,
bunch
and
of
y'all
stories.
got to hear it.
And act like,
Y'all-
and we gotta hear it, and they act like
Y'all got to hear it.
They act like, you know, we don't feel
That go
like
feel
like
it.
we don't feel that. Like me, like I've been going through depression all my life. I'm just starting to get the help that I need here.
See how real that is. The children of these so-called celebrities, the children of these so-called people who are popular gotta deal with that because they grow up not really knowing their parents or their loved ones, and then look what happens. They gotta deal with that. Whitty, I appreciate you. I didn't even I didn't hear about that.
At this big age right now, like kind of like this shit, because it was like, I'll come out of it, go into it, come out of it, go into
Right.
it. And my whole thing with Cam and Mase, they watched me grow up. I used to be around Mase a lot. You know, when we used to have the workout thing next to 39th Street, and they used to come and sit on the benches and stuff. I used to I used to like, well, I don't say I have love for Mase, but it's really disappointing. Like Kim, he always came off a little, I don't know, he got all kinds of personalities to me.
Nah, but growing up before he
so
came
I
to rapper,
don't know.
he was totally different. He's
Yeah,
cool.
but-
He wasn't like
yeah,
that.
you know, that stuff.
Disrupting Reality said, Mace ain't want to talk about that purple dong that was sucked into the sink. That Cam saw Big L was a scapegoat. Goodness gracious, I wasn't ready for that. I appreciate your super chat.
Get to your head, little, you know. But my whole thing with them is, y'all sit here using the platform. From my understanding, I thought this was a
sport.
basketball, like a sport.
It was.
kind of
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Right,
wasn't
right,
it?
right,
So,
right.
To my understanding, I thought it was a sport podcast. So why is my father or Lamont even being mentioned when you're supposed to be talking about basketball?
Yeah, see again. So y'all do got a sports show. So if y'all going to talk about somebody, you're not talking about Diddy at the moment, because that was the biggest news at that particular time. Y'all just going on Big L out of nowhere. What the hell Big L had to do with anything? But continue.
And he like, wasn't he playing basketball when he was a kid?
Nah, yeah, he played
like,
ball.
why you don't focus on that? And my whole thing is, y'all supposed to be so Harlem. Y'all never did nothing for Harlem. I have never, not once, remember them giving back to the community. I have never, not once, seen Cam come throw something for the kids, or Mase come throw something for the kids, or whatever. Like, I've never seen that. We had so many kids growing up on, like, so many of the guys, like, you know, I grew up with that on our block that, you know, was, like, real talented and on the scene. They ain't never go to the block and get them up out of the block, but you so Harlem, though. But you never did nothing for your community.
Wow.
And it's like, y'all sitting here trying to, like, talk about, you know, the past. How can you focus on the future if you so bent up on the past?
Damn.
Like, these kids that's out here, they going through some things.
And that,
Like, they need people. Like, Cam, you so big, or you, whatever, you have a platform. Yo, come teach these kids how to put the pen to the paper.
You know, that's the always that. And I really want to talk to y'all about that, because that's always the issue. When you make it out of the community, what do you give back to the community? Are you obligated to give back? Should you give back? Or I think in this space and time, everybody's going to use what happened to Nip as their reason not to give back. But I'll let it continue.
Like, it's a lot of talent out here. You get what I'm saying? Like, and on top of that, matter of fact, you already got people who put my godbrother Pyrex got a mean pen to the paper, mean flow. Come get him. Like,
But see, I don't agree with her. I don't think it should go back and talk about rappers. Like, we got to start thinking past entertainment, sports, and shit. You know, I think we are we're more multi talented and diverse than just somebody know how to rap, and I'm going back to put them on, because going back to put somebody on and bring them to this evil industry is not gonna help Harlem, because he already tried that with Jewels, JR, 40 Cal, and everybody, and look how that ended up. So I don't agree with that. I ain't gonna front. I don't agree with going back to get people to put rappers on. Like, we bigger than rap. You know, we do need in the communities some type of facility that they could go to and learn different things, because look at the tech world now. Like, we big on tech. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to let her continue, but I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of people you see sit in these seats like myself, they don't know shit about tech. Like me, I really like mastered a lot of this, and some of my other folks in this space mastered this. We be requiring too much for people who don't know shit that just sit down. So I think it's just bigger to than him just going back and just putting people on. I ain't really jacking that. They need rec centers and community centers in the in these inner cities.
do something. If y'all want to sit here and like be so Harlem, like come to Harlem.
But my thing is this. But then one thing everybody know, I don't like nobody lying on me. So like I said, I was in jail at this time, but I've been around Leroy, been in situations with him. I never, with the toughest dudes that got joints, and he never tucked his tail. I mean, overly aggressive when at times niggas like, yo, it was a particular time, like I said, everybody know the odds is against us, and he still was like this, and they had nothing but the guys that will leave you. You know what I'm saying? Right. He still stood up. So when he said the story about, Lee and Aaron came to me at my at the Leroy and Cam'ron, as when Leroy came home, him and Aaron stepped to him at the video, and Leroy tried to extort him. He said, I wasn't going for that. He tried to extort me, and I pulled out my joint, and he said, dudes had to pull joint. He said he ran him out the park.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see that. Rest in peace to my brother's Mel. That might be just a fabulous one. Fabulous one. Fabulous one means you told a fabulous story. So rest in peace to my brother Mel. My brother Mel used to just tell the most fabulous ones ever. And he used to tell stories sometimes. We used to be like, yo, that was a fabulous one. So anytime you hear me say fabulous one, that means somebody just told a complete cap story. That sounds like a fabulous one.
I know, you can't tell me nothing. The homie would have died right there. He dying right there. You had to kill him. No way in the world he tucking his tail to you. No way in this world he tucking his tail to you and getting up out of it.
And that's what I'm saying.
So when he said that, I went and I spoke on that. But at the end of the day, I had to be responsible and say, at the end of the day, I was in jail, I wasn't there. I said, I never heard the story or nothing. So I said, I don't think so. And it's hard for me to believe that. But when I get back to the block, when I get back to the block and ask around, I know, because I couldn't 100% stamp it. I was like 99.9 because I'm like, I know him. But when that happened, I got back to the block. They was like, no, he went to him on some cool shit. It was never no problem. And they wanted Dame.
You know, and when we tell a story, when people tell a story, you know, they always was the victor of the story. You know, be like, and I grabbed him in the full Nelson. Remember that? Like, it's always, yeah. And I pulled out. And you know, nigga always gonna be the victor in the story. So again, when somebody's not here to defend themselves or give a rebuttal, you was the winner. You know, you chased him out the park. You know, you ran down him and boom, boom, boom. I let it go at him, and everybody be like, word. You always be able to be the victor in every story. You know, rarely do you hear a nigga say, yo, nigga snuff me. You ain't gonna never hear, he always gonna be like, nah, cause yo, I'm telling you, right? Yo, I had it on me, right? Boom. And I flicked my knife out. And I was like, boom, boom, boom with my knife. And you be like, your knife? Oh, no, I mean, you know how that go.
Dash number to do business with Dame Dash. And then when Leroy did speak to Dame Dash, it was on some cool shit, not no extortion shit. That he talked to Dame Dash to try to get L music out, cause Dame Dash, nothing about no extorting, no tough guy shit.
So where this coming from then, man?
No, like,
he wanted to make up a story to make it look big. That's why I kind of was mad at Aaron, because I understand that Aaron, I get it, right? I get Aaron, he don't want to be. He probably just like, I don't want to deal with that nonsense.
Nah, but Aaron chill.
He chill, but I get that. But sometimes it comes to a point, I know everybody different, but he threw your name out there and said he ran y'all out the park. You ain't Leroy out the park. I ain't saying you have to say something, but it got to come to a point like, bro, like, you playing, and then you playing with a dude that's dead, and like, right. Why? Like I said, it affected you, it's affected everybody, and you lying, and nobody never... Everybody
a lot of things affect us, like these
come.
books that's coming out too, where they're paying them.
Yo, and you know I wanted to say that too, because it is a lot of YouTube documentaries. And it's an AI voice and these pictures and these narratives. Like, you know what I mean? I watch YouTube, I see a lot of these YouTube documentaries, and my content is always in there. And I be like, yo, I kind of didn't give them authorization to put the content in there. And they be spinning. I just seen a YouTube documentary today about Max B, and like 15 minutes was my interview. And I'm like, damn, I ain't in the credits or nothing. I seen one changing faces. I seen one with Camp Low. It's like people I interview, they always make a damn documentary out of it. And I be like, yo, they just use my shit. You know, but... they always making, because, you know, we love crime and punishment. We love anything dealing with the underworld. And the jacket that was put on Big L was Big L get people set up. So that's why his life ended the way it ended. So it just be fitting narratives a lot of times. And people really getting paid doing these AIs and these slideshows And it don't even gotta be real, it's just entertainment. But people, loved ones, have to live with a lie on their loved one that's not here to defend themselves. And you know, it's bad when women gotta come out and say something. When somebody's daughters gotta come out and speak against men. But go ahead.
Themselves to be all gangster and stuff, and it's like, yo, we know y'all were never built like that. Like, that's what I mean by
Damn.
if you know, you know. But my whole thing is, my problem there is, y'all knew my dad. Let's talk about all the stuff that he did for y'all. Some of y'all wasn't put out and on the street, because if he had it, he was looking out.
See, they never going to tell the good stories about you. That's why it's important. Sometimes people watch me and say, you always talk about yourself. Well, first of all, it's called Doggie Diamonds No Filter. So I'm going to include me in any story because I am a living testimony of me. And a lot of things I could relate to. I always make the correlation between things and myself. And you better tell your story, because if somebody else tell your story, they was the hero in your story. And you was the piece of shit in your story, because it's coming from their perspective. So if anything ever happened to me, y'all got a lot of content where I talked about me and I told y'all about me. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you about me like me.
We going, like, even going back to the block parties. You get what I'm saying? Yo, my dad used to leave us, go get a whole bunch of firecrackers from wherever he went and got firecrackers from, to bring it back to the block when we had the court in the middle of the in the middle of the park, and have them like going off for hours. You get what I'm saying? So it's like y'all sitting there, y'all all like, you know, and I'm gonna say like these NFL peoples, y'all was supposed to be niggas for life. And y'all know what type of person my dad was at heart. My dad had a good heart. And it's like y'all sitting out here, y'all making, like, y'all telling these stories, and it's y'all stories. Like,
Just said that.
Lies. That's the thing about it. A lot of it lies. Like, I'm not saying every single thing, but a lot of it is lies. But my thing is why?
Right.
It don't even make no sense. Like I said, them two rappers, right? Not one time, nobody in the block ever came on platforms, try to disrespect Cam'ron and Mase. I know, see me, I get my own money and I do my own thing. But I never got down on them, but I privately dudes kicked them in the back.
Right.
I don't kick them in the back because I do my own thing.
Right.
But dudes kick them in the back, but maybe smile on their face. But nobody never came on platforms disrespecting them. They all right, cool. And anytime I always gonna show them love. They from the block. Yo, what up? This thing, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all do y'all choose not to do, like what you just said. They never did nothing for the kids. That's them. But guess what? Doc, Don, Vito, Keep Cash, and the Beat 139. We doing for the community.
Yeah.
So that's basically that. Y'all get a chance, go to the Beat 139 and watch the full interview. You see the title. Everything is right here for you. This is basically the interview. The channel is the Beat 139, and this is the second channel, because I was subscribed to the other channel. So let me subscribe now. This is how you subscribe to people's channels. You see how you subscribe. You hit the bell. You download. You click. You could get personal notifications. I just click all goes to your phone. Make sure you hit, like, you see what I just did. I'm going to click. I'm going to unsubscribe, right? I'm going to subscribe again. This is how you should be subscribed to my channel. Subscribe. You see the bell, right? You click this drop down right here and you click all. And you definitely will get the notifications of everything, the lives, the uploads, and everything. So I don't know if many of you are subscribed correctly. Make sure you like the video and make sure you leave the comment. I'm going to do it in real time. You know, I don't have my keyboard by me. So I'm going to just try to leave an emoji if possible. I'll leave this shocking emoji right here. And they know who I am. Like I said, I do have an interview on the channel, so they know who I am. But, you know, this is crazy because they're not here to defend themselves. And like I said, Cam and Mase got a right to tell their truth, if that's what their truth is. I just thought the timing was bad. I just thought it was poor, and because them guys is not here to defend themselves. And me, I'm not gonna say anything about anybody that I would not have said to their face. I won't say anything about anybody that I would not have said to their face. And why now? Why at this moment? And why during the time of this Diddy thing that they just start telling Big L stories? And then another thing that was kind of shocking to me was when Dame Dash told the story that Cam'ron and Big L was allegedly in the car and he had work in the car. And Cam wanted to get out the car and you know, said what he said. Cam rebutted to Dame saying Big L didn't even fuck with you. I was like, wasn't Dame managing Big L? Y'all never heard that before? I heard that Dame was managing Big L and Big L was about to sign to Rockefeller. So I was kind of confused. So how he don't fuck with Dame if he's signing to Rockefeller? And even the 7-minute freestyle with Stretch and Barbito, that's Jay-Z and Big L. Now I don't think Big L would fuck with Jay-Z more than he would fuck with Dame, because Dame is from Harlem and Big L wasn't. And little known fact, the battle between DMX and Jay-Z, Big L filmed that. Big L filmed that camera, that little bit of footage that we saw on backstage. No, not backstage. Is it backstage? What's the Jay-Z movie? Whatever the name of the hell that movie is. That's Big L that filmed that. So I didn't understand when he was like, Big L didn't even fuck with you, Dame. I'm like, how he ain't fuck with him? Right before he died, he's supposed to sign to Rockefeller. So just my discernment. When I listen to people and they say something that I know not to be true, I kind of start discrediting a lot of things that you say, because I don't know when you lying or you telling the truth. And I don't have time to decipher when you lying and telling the truth. And I know Harlem is very competitive. And Big L was first out the gate. And Big L got put on via Bronx people. You know, Lord Finesse, Showbiz, all of them. That's the Bronx. DITC, that's the Bronx. The only people who's not from the Bronx is OC and Big L. So Big L was first out the gate. Big L was stamped. I mean, I heard of Big L in 1991, 92. This is a fact. So we have Big L out the gate, and his first single, Put It On. I mean, he had Granddaddy IU on there. He had Jay-Z on there. And I love Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I was a Big L. I heard Big L on the tour bus in 1991. And I just felt like it's always been like a stuff about Big L that just was missing to the story. But I felt like he was on the cusp of greatness. And I felt like the Children of the Corn thing, as well as the Harlem Supremacy thing, it was very competitive. And I always felt like it was, I felt like it was a rivalry between Cam and Big L and Mase. But then it started really, really coming to play. Did they even promote Big L album? So is it like they don't, did they even say, you know, because they got humongous platforms. And then if they did, pardon me, I don't follow Cam or Mase, you know what I'm saying? And if they did, my bad, I apologize for not being right and exact. But did they even say Big L album is out now? Did they even say that? Because if you don't do that, then that means y'all leave it as, we don't fuck with him. You know, you already told some stories about him to change the You know, think about this, right? Big L passed away so long that somebody that's like 25 or 26 won't even know who he is. But they know the great rapper Jay-Z did a freestyle with him, and in the mind of some, got burnt. And to the youth that just getting on to who Big L was, there'll never be another Big L. I know we got dudes who think they look like Big L. We got dudes who have tried to copy Big L. There'll never be another Big L. There'll never be another Big L. Big L, when he was alive, was just one of them dudes from Ebonics to, again, I love MVP. You know, and Put It On. Put It On was my favorite, was one of my favorite joints. You know what I'm saying? I love Street Struck. I could just go through the records, you know what I'm saying? Even the joint with Big L and Big Daddy Kane, the Big L and Shaheem, Platinum Plus, even Big L and Stan Spit, and Big L, Stan Spit, and Miss Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like he was gonna be one of the ones in New York City. And his life got cut short before he was able to really, really get his situation dug in the way he wanted it for himself. Kind of like Stack Bundles. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Stack Bundles. So, you know, for people to just, you know, say stuff and he's not here, that's cool, because that just means you just like F him. You just like F him. But what about the people who's still alive? I want to say something to y'all too. This is very, very essential and important. You know, it used to be a time in this space, the internet, DVDs, whatever the case may be, when you said something about somebody, they can make you pay. And I think we in a time where people could say stuff about anybody. Like anybody could just go in your comments and talk about your mother, your kids, or whatever. And there's really no way to make them pay no more. So people could disrespect the deceased, disrespect your loved ones, disrespect anybody. And there's nothing that happens. So unless it's up with the person, because I didn't never know that Cam and Mase was like F him. You know what I'm saying? Like they never, like throughout all the years, they just never let on that they was like F him. But I guess for some reason now they like F him. And it just was just poor timing. You know, it was just poor timing. I don't know if it was competition. I don't know if it was competitive. I don't know if it was jealousy on their part, jealousy on his part. I don't know. But I do know as us, the consumer, right? The fans, the supporters, some cases people are stans. We always gotta pick. We can't just like everybody. We always gotta choose the side. And I just never really liked that. You know, I could like Mase, like Cam, and like Big L. I don't give a fuck about they politic and what went on in the street. I could like all three of them. I could like Ja Rule and like 50. I could like Jim and like Max. I could like Nas and like Jay-Z. I could like Biggie and like Tupac. I'm tired of this picking shit. I'm tired of us feeling like we can't support an artist or like an artist and we got to choose. And then it don't even be us that be doing that. It be the artists trying to make us choose that, oh, if you like him, you can't like me, or, you know, that shit is corny, man. If you make good music, we should just be able to receive the music. All of this picking shit, because respectfully, a lot of these dudes don't even make music no more. We sitting here picking and arguing and debating over non-active rappers. They don't even make music. Big L just put out a project. What does the Big L project do? Whether you love the project or you don't love the project, it's gonna be able to feed his family and his estate. So you know what? I'm going to support it. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to listen to it just so his family will be okay. Because regardless to what, his family has nothing to do with none of this. Q Truck, I appreciate you. Long time no see. Seems like Cam is like F him now. He's back with Mase. I mean, you know, again, like, you know, it's tough. It's tough. I got a lot of people I grew up with that I just, you know, for reasons of things that went on in certain situations. I mean, I never was a victim of anything, but, you know, sometimes I don't like the way people handled me, depicted me, or whatever the case may be. I just choose to stay away from it. I just choose to stay away from them and stay away from shit. But a lot of times I don't, you know, I don't know. Shout out to Six Figure Digger too. Very, very instrumental in that, you know, the person who allegedly came up with the logo that's worth a lot of bread. And, you know, shout out to Andre 3000 too. He got emotional about something and it kind of choked me up a little bit too, right? Because for all of us who creators, all of our creations started in a small room. It started with an idea. It started with brotherhood. It started with, yo, when we get on, we going this, and yo, man, are we gonna get these cars? And then somewhere, that shit deviates from we to me and I, and fuck y'all. And I don't understand that. And all of our creations, all our creativity, all of our brotherhood started in a small room. We all started from nothing. Like, especially if you're from these inner cities, I know it's cool to act like you've been getting money, you got this, you got that. But it started with an idea. Somebody brainchild came up with something and people added on to it. And then just for us to be in these spaces now and people just like, you know, F him. Like, I don't really say F a lot of people, although I can, but I don't, because I'm not unsuccessful. I'm not angry. Like, I feel good in my position in life. I don't want for nothing. I don't owe nobody shit, and I can do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. But the creative side of us, you know, many of y'all in the chat are rappers. You know, just look around, man. Like, your people are gone, man. Your people are gone. And that shit really be tripping them. Like, I'm the type of person that even if I don't rock with you, if I once had love for you, I kind of root for you from afar. But I be staying away from people because I feel like it's certain people that we might be able to move past certain shit once I beat you up. That's just me. You know, but Big L got an album out, and it's like, y'all hate that nigga so much that y'all don't even want to say, yo, he got an album out. Say he got an album out and be like, I ain't fuck with him, but he got an album out. You know, I'm not going to act like a bitch about a lot of things. You could even see in a situation where me and Gully TV had videos not going. He said his name. You ain't seen me bleep it out and be like, fuck him. When I did an interview with Bimmy, he was like, yo, I only do you. I do rec platform. I ain't like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, whatever dudes is doing is what they doing. I don't care. I just don't like when people try to take credit for what I do and how I do what I do, because I do me. But Mason Cam is in a space right now where, you know, the information that they could give to the public is bigger than an old Big L story. And I don't agree with they got to go back to Harlem and put kids on and all that, because this industry ain't shit. And a lot of people respectfully was putting people on to shit that they didn't know nothing about. So Cam gets in the deal from niggas in my hood. He feel like he didn't get done right. He goes to Dame Dash. Dame Dash looks out for him. Then he just puts his number on, niggas on, and he don't do them right, allegedly, right? Because I don't really know their business. He don't do them right. So then they start putting niggas on and not doing them right, you know? So then from Undius and Biggie, rather entertainment, you get Cam, right? Cam leaves them, go to Dame Dash. Then from Dame Dash, you get Diplomats. You get Dipset, right? Then from Dipset, this when you start getting the Max B's and all of them. So dudes are just really, really learning how to fuck people over, and it be they man. Salute to Harlem Legend in the building. I think Harlem Legend actually covered this story, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to him if he did. But it's like we learning how to just shit on each other, but everybody trying to act righteous. You know, everybody trying to act righteous. And, you know, Big L just, yo, he going, man. Like, in order for some people to rest in peace, their family got to be at peace too. Like, every time somebody's name come up, it can't be, yo, he was setting niggas up. Like, don't y'all like niggas like that? See, we be picking and choosing when we celebrate people whose pieces of shit. We really, really be picking and choosing. Tim Mack, I appreciate you. We be picking and choosing when somebody, because any other time, we respect grimy pieces of shit. You know, Prince come home from jail and everybody, yo, welcome home to Prince. But Prince wasn't out here giving out Qurans and Bibles and shit. Remember, Prince was the killer. So a man is deceased and then everybody will be like, fuck him because he allegedly was setting people up. So that's just on his jacket. He never gets to redeem himself. He never ever gets taken out of that box. He just, yo, he was setting niggas up. And then you got these pussy niggas on the internet who be hearing shit. And we from the city. I'm from Brooklyn, right? Many of y'all from the inner city, many of y'all from the 5 boroughs, we know what it's like. We got people who don't know nothing about the inner city, have never been on a subway train, who like to sit there and talk about, yeah, that was good for him and all that. Yo, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. If you gonna call somebody a snitch, if you gonna say shit about people, you go put in that work. You go put in that work. Stop talking about internet shit. There ain't no internet streets. Ain't no internet streets. Streets is the streets. When you go out there and it's up, that shit ain't internet. And for those who like trolling and think of all that shit is cute that niggas be doing, you don't got 50 Cent protection and bodyguards. So you need to cut a lot of that shit out, thinking a lot of that shit is funny and thinking you could emulate that and mimic that, because somebody gonna crack your cabbage outside playing under people's comments and playing and saying shit. If you're not ready to dance, hey man, don't start with the music. I never said Mase was wrong for speaking his truth. What I did say was Mase timing was wrong, because at that particular time, it was all about Diddy. Mase is the one who said, I'm doing an album as soon as the Diddy trial start. Mase was the one that said he was writing a book. Mase was the one who said he was gonna say stuff about Diddy, and he didn't. To this day, he didn't say anything, but he started going in on Big L, and Big L is not here to defend himself, but somebody who's under the fire at this particular time, who's on trial for something at this particular time. You went to his trial. You went to his trial. If anybody know he's foul, it's you, because you turn into goddamn Deacon Fry. You turn into Amen. You turn into Sherman Hemsley. So you know how foul the industry is, and you know how foul he was. But instead of you saying, yo, this is what happens, this is the culture, this is what's going on, you went and started talking about a man who's not here to defend himself. That didn't really make no sense to me. I did a video about that. And it had nothing to do with what was going on in the climate. Had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with what was going on with the climate. So I felt like it was awkward. And like how Fam said, it was premeditated. See, it'd be a lot of plays being run on this internet. It'd be a lot of plays being run on this shit that y'all see. So a lot of times you'll see something and you think it's just spontaneous and spur of the moment. It's not. It's all a play. It's all a play. I'm going to be real with you. A lot of times when I come on here, I try to set my premise and my outline. I try to give y'all the content that I got to give y'all. Then after I give you the content, this all is just me in the moment. Nothing premeditated, nothing thought out. This is just the moment, emotions of what's happening right now. I don't sit here and say, yo, I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to distract y'all with this. For example, yesterday was French Montana's birthday, right? Max B came home. French ain't pop out. French was walking off on interviews. French was allegedly, name was all in that Diddy shit too. You don't think he using all this Max wave to make us forget about the ties with Diddy? It's great timing for him. Before this, he didn't pop out. We didn't see him. We wasn't hearing no music. We wasn't seeing no interviews. We wasn't seeing nothing. Max come home. We got Coke wave all over again. It's great timing. It's great timing. Max come home, it's Coke wave. Before that, it was Diddy. It's great timing. Great timing. So nobody gonna ask about Diddy no more. Because we gonna be asking about Max. It like me, I peep shit. I be like, ooh, now nobody gonna ask him about Diddy no more. We gonna ask about the Coke wave and all that. It's just great timing. Sometimes the clouds and the stars and the moon just align correctly. The next person to tell me to stop it or some shit like that, I'm gonna get you up out of here. Because at the end of the day, don't tell me what the fuck to stop on my show, on my outlet right now. Who the fuck is you to tell me to stop? Who you? I don't even know who you are. Stop it, you reaching. It's obvious to a duck. But again, I know some of y'all just, like to sit on dudes Johnsons via the internet and shit that's obvious, you just don't pay no attention to it. Why would I be reaching? Where was he at prior to Max coming home? How many interviews was he doing? Was he in the camera? We seen he was with a fucking princess somewhere, right? Staying out the way. Wasn't even in the country. Great timing. Max come home. Hey, they gonna leave me alone. Same shit I said about Fat Joe. Fat Joe was under fire. He said some shit that Puerto Ricans started hip hop, was going in on FBAs, all that shit. They sat his ass down for a little while. They brought him back with Jadakiss. We forgot that people was calling him Cap Joe, he lying. Now they even found a way to make the lie palatable with the flag and all that. And Jadakiss, they made a joke out of it. But they sat his ass down for a little while after the Math Hoffa interview. These are facts. I'm not going to sit here and lie on nobody and lie for nobody and lie against nobody. But again, if you don't pay attention to what's going on, you just be lost in the sauce. You just be scrolling. And you believe everything you hear and everything you see. But you got to have discernment, and your so-called third eye got to be open and say, damn, they ran a play. I didn't even pay attention to how they did that because PR is making you forget what you're mad at or distracting you from some shit. That's just it. They just make you, hold on, what the hell was he mad at him for? Oh, let's forget about it now because this is going on. They always do that. Remember all the people, they was gonna cancel, this person is getting canceled. Oh, he out of here, it's over for him. They'll just go sit their ass down for a little while, and then you'll forget what you're even mad at them at. All somebody gotta do is come with a hit song, a hit story, or a moment. We done seen people whip they woman ass. We done seen dudes giving dome. We done seen dudes get punched in their face. We done seen the wildest shit happen. And you forgot all about that. Not me. I'd be like, nah, that nigga, seen that nigga with some wild ass socks on. You know what I'm saying? I seen some weird shit. Nah, not me. I'm good. People got the memory of a fly, but they remember in detail certain things. People got the rather attention span of a fly, but they remember certain shit in detail. Like I said to you, a lot of people gonna tell the story that they was the victor in the story. I pulled out the thing, right? And niggas was, yo, I'm telling you, boom, 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 I let it go. And word, you let it go. Word. That's what you did. Like I told y'all months ago, last year, in the end, Diddy was gonna be the hero. Didn't I tell y'all that? So then you start seeing people say, free Diddy. We forgot that he kicked this chick in a fucking hotel. We forgot all that shit. I told y'all, I said, yo, he gonna be the hero in the end. Niggas started saying, free that nigga. I'm like, so he don't get nothing for kicking the chick? Like, he fucking, number 5, the lizard kicked her, and it was, but he ain't out on trial for kicking her. It's like, yo, but what the fuck? What the fuck did we just see? You know what I'm saying? And shit be going by with no consequences. As long as the person got a certain popularity, got a certain bag, and that's why shit be taking place the way it be taking place, because we be blinded. He getting to the bag though. He doing what he gotta do. You understand what I'm saying? That's why shit be happening. And then when they get tired of him, when they say, yo, all right, he's out of here, then we cancel our own people. When they tell us we should. When they tell us we should. Other than that, we be watching them spiral, do all types of shit, and we just be sitting there like. And then when they say, nigga, what are you doing? And then we like, yeah, get him out of here. That's what we be doing. Soon as they say, oh, he did this. Then we be like, nah, get him out of here. Y'all ain't want to get that nigga out of here 12 years ago? When he allegedly told on Sean Obama? You know what I'm saying? He got a pass for that shit? Sean Obama sitting there saying, I had to file the lawsuit. He's sitting there saying, this dude lined me and nobody cared. But then it was like free Sean. And then this nigga come out, he had the fucking curl on the side. This nigga was Obama. This nigga was rapping all tight. This is what I'm saying. I be just sitting there. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I take breaks from this shit. That's why I be like, yo, nah, this shit be like sensory overload, because I be so surprised how goddamn dumb so many people are. I'm like, god damn, so y'all would have drank the Kool-Aid in Guyana. Y'all drinking the Kool-Aid out here. Just never a point where you say, get the fuck out of here. You just go in anything. No matter what. If somebody say it Y'all just, depending on the popularity, the packaging, y'all just be like, yeah, that's it. They'll be like, yo, Big L deserved that shit. He was setting people up. You got niggas in rural Nebraska right now. You got people who have never been on the subway. Never. You have people who don't know what a hero is. They talking about hoagies and shit. They don't know what a chopped cheese is. They never seen a sewer rat. They never seen anything, but they'll go off of these internet cap-ass stories and these narratives, and then people's reputations is getting destroyed. And I don't really think that that's right. I think that that's fucked up. And then for the most part, if a person is popular, they can say what they want about somebody and everybody just believe it. And a lot of dudes be fucking lying. And my thing is, once you lie one time, you a liar to me. It ain't no thing of, yo, he lies sometimes. That nigga lied once. That's good enough for me. I don't have time. I don't have a lie detector test to be like, nah, the nigga, he was telling the truth about it. I don't have time for that. You a liar. And truthfully, niggas lie for a living. Most of the niggas you know lie for a living. They only tell the truth to the cops and Vlad. They lie to everybody else. Nigga lie to his girl, lie to his kids, and sit before Vlad and be like, I did shoot them. Niggas be lying for a living. Because everybody wants to always expand it and make themselves look like the victor in the story. And that's just what it is. Me, I tell motherfuckers, yo, I got punched in my face before. I got stabbed. A lot of shit happened to me. I got jumped. Shit real. I was outside, yo. Outside shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Outside shit happen when you outside. You're not going to play in the rain and don't get wet. Shit happen. You know, it is what it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do is come on here and lie and cap to make myself look like, you know, I'm this, that, and the third, because that shit is corny. At this stage, yo, you could be who you are. People still going to accept you. You could be who you are. I seen some shit with Usher's son like yesterday. I'm like, yo, these fucking celebrity these celebrity kids is gone. I don't know what the fuck. Listen, man, if you get money, man, don't raise your kids in Hollywood, man. These celebrity kids is gone. Gone. Like, I don't know. I think they need to eat spam and shit and see roaches from time to time, because it is something that ain't it's something that they gotta somehow stay grounded to something. But when they be too privileged, their sense of reality is turned into a karate movie. Like, what the hell is going on? Yo, I don't know what's going on. Speaking of Harlem too, segue into Harlem. Shout out to Jay Mills for coming back to the battle rap scene and making it very, very interesting. Right now, I don't know if y'all know, Jay Mills has a blog channel that he's doing, but he also put out some records. And he's going back and forth with DNA. Shout out to DNA. And going back and forth with Goods. Shout out to Goods. But Jay Mills is whipping their ass. I'm just going to go on record and say that. I just enjoyed the Jay Mills records more. His blogs are very, very interesting. And I like good underground, underdog, Phoenix rising from the ashes stories. I love that shit. Yo, I love when you count somebody out. I love when we think somebody is over for somebody, then out of nowhere. So shout out to Jay Mills. There's great things going on in Harlem. But Jay Mills is, this shit is, I'm entertained. I'm thoroughly entertained by what's going on in that situation. I mean, from like when you win the blog and win the music, just leave Jay Mills alone. I don't know if it's some Russians going on in the damn chat. I don't know what's happening right now. Because somebody translate for me. Because all I see is scribble scrabble. I don't know if that's a good thing. And you an active scribble scrabbler too. Now, scribble scrabbler, while you in here, hit that Cash App or hit that super chat that's pinned to the top. And let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. How did Jay Mills get with Cash Money? I don't know. I don't know how niggas be getting with niggas. I don't know. Like, right place at the right time. You know, one thing that I'ma say is, one thing about myself, and this is advice to all of y'all. Stay ready as much as possible. All of us, if you are a creator, whether it's your raps, whether it's your beats, whether it's your graphics, whether it's your merch, and whatever it is, stay ready as much as possible. One phone call can change your whole life. One situation, one space could change your whole life. You just gotta be ready. Just be ready. Many a times, you know, around these times, holiday times, we start thinking about families, we start thinking about lost loved ones, we start thinking about many things. This is an emotional time for a lot of people, right? Thanksgiving coming, Christmas coming, New Year's coming. It's an emotional time. But stay as close to ready as you can so you don't have to prepare too much. Me, how I operate is I'm ready. I keep a bag packed. I could go get a suitcase right now and show you a suitcase with clothes in it. I keep a bag packed. I don't, listen, at any given time, I will leave this stream and go somewhere and get to it. That phone ring, and it's like, yo, I need you such and such, or yo, can you such and such? Absolutely. And that's how I got a lot of stuff that I got. Because I always was there to receive the blessing on the other line of that phone. Many times, people never know what somebody calling them for, or thinking they important, or always changing your number, or always doing some weird shit. You're not going to receive your blessing unless you don't want to be blessed like that. Me, I've had the same number for 20-something years. When people say I try to get in contact with you, I'll be like, you lying. Because I've had the same number for a very long time. And I'm ready. I am ready. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got all my credit cards in order. I keep like $20, $30 in cash. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I got a travel bag. I think I even got a toothbrush in that bag. I got everything. I got soap in there. I got incense. I'm telling you, I'm ready. Anything that could change my life, I'm ready. I'm not, it's no thought. So when you say, yo, how you got this, how you did this, how you did that, because I was ready. Shit, anything, give me a half hour. I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses for not showing up. There is no such thing as a good excuse because somebody always going to be disappointed. Me, I'm ready. When Fendi called me and said, yo, you want to interview Max? I'm like, again? Yeah, he's in Harlem. When? Right now. He didn't give me 2-3 days. He said, can you go interview him right now? Do a bear shit in the woods? Hell yeah, I'm going to go right now. That's just me. I can't expect everybody to move like that. You might have a family. You might have little babies. You might have different situations. For me, I'm ready. I'm telling you, I always got the proper preparation. I'm ready. I don't give a fuck about no haircut, no outfit, none of that. If my gear ain't right, if my haircut game ain't right, if it's something that should deter me from doing it, then I won't get on camera. But I'm gonna get that content. I'm gonna be there. So that's why I keep new clothes. I got new underwear, new socks. I got stuff still in plastic. I could get dressed from top to bottom and pop tags on everything down to the socks, to the sneakers, to the hats. I'm ready. I don't care what phone. Yo, can you? Absolutely. I'm ready. So a lot of times when y'all hit me and say, yo, when could we do an interview? We could do it tonight. We could do it tonight. And speaking of interview, if you want to get interviewed on Doggie Diamonds TV, just hit me up on IG at Doggie Diamonds. You better hop on this special offer right now. It's a 35-minute interview that includes a social media promo that I offer for $100. It could be live stream. You could be here with us live like now. We could tape it and upload it later, and an additional guest could be in your interview. But yeah, man, like, you know, when I do these things, I like to be transparent and real with y'all. You know, this ain't no act with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. And I hope every time I speak, whether we joking or we bullshitting or we playing, I hope, you know, something I said resonated with you and you was able to get up and jump on the ground and do push-ups or work on your craft or do something, because that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? I put on pants just like y'all. I get up in the morning. I got to piss early in the morning just like you. I got to brush my teeth. You know, I'm not greater than anybody or less than nobody, but my drive, my ambition is some other shit. And that's what my staying power is. It's like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And I do take mental breaks. I do take spiritual breaks. I do take breaks where I need, but if that phone ring and it's up, yo, I'm ready. I'm just telling you, I'm ready. Give me 15 minutes. I'll go leave my whip at the airport. Straight like that. Or I jump in the Uber. This is just real. I don't got no excuse for not changing my situation, because I ain't where I want to be. So I'm not going to lay on my ass and chill like I'm where I want to be. I'm going to be in here working on these graphics. I'm going to be in here doing these beats. I'm going to be in here working on these streams. I'm going to be in here doing these interviews. I bought meta glasses. I bought new headphones. I bought a damn a new stand for my phone so I could film. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be doing. I'm ready. Like, yo, I'm ready. 2 years on your sobriety, I'm proud of you. I got 23 in. 23 years of sober, no drinking, never smoked in my life. Yo, I'm ready. And I know how to turn on the blinders. The only thing that matter is the goal, because I got goals that I set for myself and I got standards that I set for me, and I'm ready. I'm telling you. If you fall off, get your ass back on. Get up. Because nobody cares. And once you realize nobody cares, you be all right. Optimistic James, why you spelled his name like that? I wonder. I think you did that on purpose. Don't do that again, please. Respectfully. Don't ever big up nobody else shit in my shit, because I don't know if you're on their shit bigging up my shit. Don't do that, respectfully. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? If you fall off, yo, get back on. It's a tough time, man. This is a tough time right here. This is the tough time where you got family and loved ones you miss. This is the holidays. You normally might link with people. You remember certain things. You know, certain things that you going to remember. And certain people are not here no more. So, you know, you just, certain things fuck with you. But, yo, don't let that shit get you down, man. Recover how you got to recover. That doesn't, you know, I be going through my shit. Like, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? and I just will retreat to my little hole and I work out extra. You know, I start doing music. That's why I know I got to do it. I owe myself. I got to say this before I go. I owe myself an album. I owe myself an album. Because I never got to put out an album because I always was worried about producing other people. And most of the people I was worried about producing just wasn't serious as I am about music. And them not being serious kind of infected me with not being serious, right? It infected me with not being serious. But there's some shit I love. There's some shit I used to spend 17 hours a day doing. You know, I still got my original drum machine. You get what I'm saying? So, nah. I owe myself an album. You know what I'm saying? I didn't name him. I was just saying, you know, it's all good. But we good. You know what I'm saying? We good. But get back on, please. If you fall off your diet, if you fall off your discipline, get back on. See, a lot of people judge people, respect people, look up to people, or how they stand with other people, the pictures they in, the song they on. I respect people how they stand by themselves. In this day and time of adulthood, we can't really be codependent if you're not married. Stop being so codependent. Because although you look like you got this big support system, you might have it. What goes on in here, nobody understands that but you. Get back and do your music. Get back and do the shit that you love, because remember when you loved it. It was a point when you loved it. And again, I talk to y'all about mental health because that shit real. And don't feel ashamed because you going through it. This shit outside, this internet, these people in the comments, these people under your comments, people start acting weird. It's your own family that's acting weird on social media. It's your own family that's acting weird that you know. It's people that you know that will scroll past your progress and love other people's shit. It's all fine and dandy. Me, I spend about 95% of my time by myself. And I had to relearn to love myself and be with myself because I've always felt like I don't want to be alone. I want to be in this space. I want to be here. I want to be here. Nah, you better learn to love yourself. You better learn to be able to sit with yourself and understand yourself, your do's and your don'ts, your triggers, and what makes you happy, what make you... Sometimes I be in here laughing by myself. I watch cats slap the shit out of each other. I think that that's hilarious. I like animals. They be tripping. You know, a cat will literally look at somebody and just smack the hell out of them or just do some mischievous stuff. That's what I'm saying. Now, what lies for me in the future, I don't know. But I'm talking about the here and now. Your reality is not my reality. I got to live with my reality. I got to deal with the here and now. I'm a person who suffered a lot of loss. You know, loss of people, loss of situations. And one thing that we never going to get back is our time. You know, the problem is that we can't get that time back. You know, sometimes we stay in nouns too long. Sometimes we stay around places too long. Sometimes we deal with things too long. Sometimes we stay around people too long. And we expect people to change or to do different things, and these people don't even know they self. We know their representative, but they don't know themselves. They can't see themselves. Stop listening to liars, man, because once somebody lie to you, don't listen to no liar. A lot of people don't know they self. And a lot of people have showed you what they are about they self is when it's time for them to pick you or them, they pick them every time. People will ghost you, people will disappear on you, people will abandon you, people will do other shit and then come back with an excuse. Nah, you was just doing your thing and you said, fuck me. I'd rather somebody say, yo, I was on some other shit. I was like, fuck you. I was doing this instead of coming with some cockamamie ass excuse. Because I always say, I'm not a boomerang. You throw me away, I'm not coming back. I'm somebody who was in the crib. Thousands of beats. Thousands of beats. Right? Nobody give a fuck about your Christian rap, fam. I'm just keep it real with you. Saint Siete, Saint Ocho, Cinco, no mato, no foto. Nobody give a fuck about that. Go somewhere else with that. I don't know who you think you are coming up in my chat, spamming your bullshit. And I even said it, but nobody cared.
Nobody give a fuck.
And then you gonna say it twice. Christian rap. Fucking 2025 and you a fucking... Nobody give a fuck about that. We talking about dealing with demons right now and you come with some shit that we don't care about. The fuck is wrong with you? That nigga name is Saint Siete. Fuck is he talking about? Niggas be crazy. Yo, niggas be off, man. Niggas be off. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. The nigga just decide to just click on my shit and be like on YouTube. So we all gonna just stop the stream. Oh no, let's go to the stream and see what he got. We too smart for that now, man. Y'all tricked us with that shit a long time ago. You can't trick us with that. Are you a Christian rapper? Your name is Siete. You ain't a Catholic?
Are you evil?
I'm fucked up. I be like a horror and shit. So I be, you know, when you watch the movies with them priests and all, the movies be fucked up. I be watching. I like The Omen and shit like that. I like motherfucking, I like The Exorcist. Cause I be, you know, for some reason y'all niggas like devil shit too much. So I be trying to understand y'all psyche. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really into that shit. Y'all believe in that shit. You motherfucker.
Your mother's in here with us.
Y'all like shit like that. You know, just think about it. Nigga made The Exorcist. That motherfucker is crazy who made that shit. What make you make a movie with a little girl and she's like,
your mother's
in here with us.
He's like, what the fuck?
Your mother's
in here
with
us.
us. What the fuck?
That motherfucker's crazy. And don't get me wrong. I like gospel. I fuck with gospel. Because gospel will make you feel good. But Christian rap? Get out of here with that shit. I don't want to... Listen, I don't know if you saw Mase name. Talk to Mase about that shit. Don't come over here with that. Talk to Deacon Fry or, you know, talk to one of them. Don't come over here with that. We talk about real life shit. And whatever you into, salute to you. But we ain't into that shit over here.
Your mother's
In here with us.
The fuck? Anyway, yo, I gotta go, y'all. Damn, it's 1 o'clock. What the fuck y'all be up on? Yeah, y'all be up chilling with me. I be hating to leave because there be a lot of people in the room. And if y'all want to stick around, I'll take some callers if that's what y'all want to do. I like to hear from y'all. If y'all gonna stick around, send some more super chats in. I'll take some callers. I'll talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want to do, we could change the subject and talk about something different. We segue because people come in like what happened with Cam and Mase? Oh, that shit was like an hour ago. All right, like relax. We talked about that an hour ago. We left that shit a long time ago, right? But all right, I'll be back tomorrow, man. I was gonna take some callers, but I don't think I have the phone lines ready. And also tomorrow I'll do a call-in show tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do a call-in show tomorrow. I'll find a topic to talk about and we could go in on it. And that's it, man. Shout out to the 400, then 500 people. And I just be hating to leave y'all and shit. Shout out to Herb McGruff. You know what I'm saying? Colin, I'm telling you, them people be doing them horror movies. Like, what the fuck? You know what movie scared the shit out of me? All right, I'll talk about horror movie real quick. That's my favorite genre, right? And I like alien movies too, because I believe in aliens and shit. We aliens, right? You remember The Conjuring when they opened that door and that old lady was like on top of that dresser, like, that shit scared the shit out of me. I like shit that scared me though. Remember in The Conjuring when they was playing the game and they was like, and some shit clapped back? You don't remember that shit? When they clapped back, it was like, who the fuck clapped? Annabelle was whack to me, but they got a new Conjuring out. I heard they got a new Predator out too. I want to see that, but it was a part in The Conjuring. I'm telling you, they opened the door and the lady was on top of some dresser or some shit, and she was, you don't remember that shit? That shit scared the shit out of me. And it's funny, I'm gonna tell you why I like horror movies, because I ain't scared of shit. I'm only scared of, well, I ain't gonna say that because that's stupid. I'm afraid of water, because I can't swim, and I'm scared of heights. Other than that, human beings or ghouls and all that shit don't scare me. So I be watching shit to try to get scared sometimes. Because I'll punch anything. I'll punch a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't scared like that. But I'm just saying, like, that shit scared the shit out of me. that scared me. Like, and The Exorcist 1 scared the shit out of me, too. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, shit like that don't scare me. Like, I be liking spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? I like shit like that, but I like horror movies. I like, I don't really be liking action movies, but I heard there's a new Predator out. I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go watch the Predator. Also, man, if I didn't tell you, listen, have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If you didn't, I'm going to give you some details of what it entails. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. You must be Cash App ready. And I can help you bring more awareness to your products, your YouTube, your T-shirts, your music, whatever it is. See, if Saint Siete Ocho Nueve Hasta La Pasta had came in here and was like, yo, I need promo, we could have did that. But you came in here, try to spam. I don't like it. Don't do that. That nigga, Hasta Diego had came in here and said, yo, I need some promo, then I would have promoted it. And even the stuff I promote, I don't, let me tell you about the promotion as well, too. Don't try to get over with me and say, listen to it and see if you will promote it. Nigga, I will promote a boiling pot of water. If that's what you need promotion for, because it's not up for me. I'm not saying whether it's for me. It's for you. I'm just using my outlet to promote. Don't be like, oh, listen, because niggas be trying to get spins and shit. They be like, listen to it, and if it fits your format, nigga, none of y'all niggas raps fit my format like that. I told you I recorded Biggie. It's a tough sell with me. I recorded Biggie. I was in the studio for a lot of that shit. It's a tough sell with me. I was in the studio with Sean Price. I was in the studio with a lot of these people where they was recording these records. It's a tough sell. So it ain't about whether I like it. It's just for me to put it out and we try to attract people to it. But I'm going to put it out there for $1. I got a lot of ears. I got a lot of eyes on me. So when I put stuff out, you know, some of the people that you might look up to or some of the people that you want to rock with, they look at what I do. So I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to, you know, say it's whack or none of that shit or, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm just going to put it out. Some of your favorite rappers, some of your favorite producers, you know, I got them all on speed dial. So when I post something, they going to rock with it. You know, they going to be like, okay, he put it out there, he giving somebody. So for a measly $100, because y'all will go to the big titty girls and the big booty girls, and they charging you $300-400 to put your shit up for like an hour, and then they taking it down. At least with me, the shit stay up forever. They be taking your shit down. They be like, yo, it could go into the stories for a little while, and then I'm taking it down. Amityville absolutely scared the shit out of me. Amityville scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be liking when people be like, yo, listen to it. Oh, and another thing before I go. If you DM me about business, right? If you DM me about business and we're talking about business and the business does not transpire, stay the fuck out my DM. Don't start sending me videos. I don't care what Steve Harvey did. Don't think we friends. Because we got to start differentiating business and friendship. Now, we build a rapport over the course of the time. That's one thing. I do not like videos from nobody because what it does is it messes up your inbox. And then there's people who are trying to send you business, but now you got to find them and scroll because dickheads kept sending you videos about, I don't care about none of them videos. I just don't. I don't watch a lot of that shit. Them little 1 minute clips. You got to start from a nigga who don't do that. Y'all really big into this relationship shit. Y'all really big into this astrology shit. And you always using some zodiac shit to justify you doing some fuck shit. So you know me, man. I'm a Gemini. You know, it's two sides of me and all that shit. Well, guess what? I will punch both sides. This side and that side and that side. So it's actually three of y'all. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about nobody trying to justify behaviors via some shit on social media. I do not care. I be on there. I like to use my Instagram to show love to people. I like to use my Instagram to post some of my content, but I really use it to show love. Other than that, I don't be in nobody inbox, sending nobody nothing. Nobody could ever say I tagged them and sent them a video on nothing, ever. If you didn't have nothing to do with the video, I won't send it to you. Even if it's my video, I put it in my stories. If you jack in the stories and you look at what I'm doing, that's it. And stop watching my stories too if you're not going to engage with me too. Because I don't know if it's it's surveillance from some people. And I don't like that shit. I'll block anybody. I don't care. Happy birthday to my grandmother too. She's 89 too. She turned 89. Yeah, it was after 12. She turned 89, but me trying to call her, she ain't answer the goddamn. My grandmother hate the phone, but my grandmother turned 89 yesterday. Oh shit, her and Pun got the same birthday. Interesting, but I'll block anybody. I'll block and unfriend. I don't give a fuck. You be annoying, a nuisance, and some. No. Facebook is not a place for you to vent. Please seek help. I see so many of y'all dudes on Facebook. You keep talking about fucking religion. You keep talking about your job. You keep talking about the same shit every damn day. We get it. We get it. Yo, we get it. I see people you're having a meltdown on social media. And the reason why it's important for you to stop, because everybody laughs at you and people get on the phone and talk about you. Nobody talks to you. And then once you go man down yourself somewhere, everybody is gonna say that they wished you called them. But people laugh at you first. That's the funniest shit about social media. People watch people spiral. People watch people. Because once a nigga stop caring about his appearance and shit, and his mustache start getting real fuzzy and shit, and you don't see the nigga top lip no more. He got a wild mustache and shit. A nigga stop caring about himself. So a nigga going through it be like, damn, that nigga look good. He been musty the past few days. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you got to pay attention that people be going through some shit. So I just be like, yo, listen, you got to calm down. You could tell when nigga motherfucking mustache, nigga mustache start looking crazy and shit, you looking like, what that nigga teeth? When a nigga tooth fall out? Yeah. Nigga losing teeth. I seen a nigga on the internet the other day, I won't lie. The way that nigga dragged on his cigarette, if you see a nigga smoking in 2025, his life is in shambles. You see a nigga drag a cigarette, and he smoked the majority of the cigarette on some cartoon shit, one drag, shit crazy for them. I just stay away from that shit. I stay away from the bad luck, the unhappy, and people with bad luck. I'm just telling you. You see a nigga smoking a cigarette? That nigga stressed. You know how stressed you gotta be to smoke a cigarette? First of all, the shit stink. Second of all, you're gonna die. It ain't even no if. It's guaranteed. And the sad shit about a nigga smoking a cigarette, I'm more likely to die than you from the fucking smoke. So when you see a nigga like this, I don't even know how to do that shit because I never smoked in my. But when you see a nigga like this and they be flicking that shit and they talking, and the nigga like, when you see a nigga like that, and he been there for a while, and then the nigga got the nerve to make a O. Nigga, you playing? How you got time to do tricks and shit? This ain't hibachi. This nigga's, this ain't hibachi. This nigga's like, this nigga think this shit is hibachi or something. You know how stressed you gotta be to smoke a cigarette? So I see niggas smoke cigarettes, I be like, nah, that nigga's a ticking time bomb. Cause you know how niggas act when they don't got a cigarette, right? Just really think about when a nigga don't got a cigarette. This nigga would literally walk up to somebody and say, you got a cigarette? In New York, them shit's like $25. Like, you really gotta like somebody to give them a cigarette. Just really think about that shit. You really gotta, I fuck with you, my nigga. Like, I remember when we was little, you know what I'm saying? We used to play cops and robbers and shit. We used to have racing car sets and we played Nintendo. Niggas will, yo, you got a cigarette? Yo. What the hell? You know how stressed nigga is? I'm telling you, I seen a nigga like this. The nigga, listen. You know a nigga smoking hard. When a nigga cheeks going, that nigga said, I'm like, look at this nigga. This nigga going through some shit right now. That nigga was like this. Nigga turned into a goldfish. This is a fucking whole guppy on a cigarette. You know how fucked up you gotta be in your head to just say, all right, I know I'm gonna have to give up one of my lungs soon, or something got to give, but I need this cigarette right now. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Wait, whatever you going through, don't put that shit on Facebook. You need a nicotine patch or some shit like that. Like, that shit stink. I know your crib stink. I know your fingers stink. I know your hair stink. I know your clothes stink. I know your car stink. You ever see you be driving and you see somebody flick that shit out the car window? I'm like, I'll never get in that car. And then the nigga be chewing gum and the shit smell like minty nicotine and shit. That gum don't stop that shit. Like even some people when they breath stink and shit and they eat a piece of gum and that nigga go brush your teeth or get some of them teeth pulled. Cause now your mouth smells like minty shit. That gum ain't helping. We gotta keep it real with people. It's not even really being mean. We used to be seeing people spiral. So when I be seeing people spiral and shit, I mean, whoa, let me just unfriend you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna unfriend this nigga because this nigga don't care. He don't really want to live. So I know that nigga don't got no regard for me. And it always be them niggas that try to give you advice. See, nah, what you gotta do now? Nigga, you smoke cigarettes. I know a nigga who always try to give me life advice. This nigga eat ravioli, oodles and noodles, and bacon. Who the fuck eat bacon in 2025? You know how weird you gotta be to eat bacon? That ain't got nothing to do with no religion or nothing. There is no nutritional value in bacon. There's even no enjoyment in bacon. If you order food and you get like 3 strips of bacon, you are out of your fucking mind. Just really think about that. I ain't talking about no Muslim, no God body, none of that. Bacon? I know a nigga who eat bacon. Like, what is to bacon? It's just not even shit. Like, what are you eating? There's no amount of bacon you can eat and get full. So if you had 3 strips of bacon, you just out of your fucking mind. And be like, no, what you gotta, nigga, you eat bacon. I'm not listening to you. You eat oodles of noodles, bacon, ravioli, you eat fast food every day. You can't tell me shit. And then have the nerve to try to tell me about health and shit. Nigga, you eat bacon. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Bacon? Like, it's 2025, right? We didn't know better than a lot of shit, so we can't blame our elders for the shit that they went through with the information. Yo, we got all these informations and niggas be swearing they so AI literate and shit. Ask ChatGPT what happens when you eat bacon, if you so fucking smart. Ask ChatGPT, because y'all want to ask ChatGPT everything else. Ask them what's going to happen to you if you keep eating fucking cans of raviolis and Franks and shit. You ask them that shit. Ask them what's going to happen if your ass keeps smoking them fucking cigarettes. Ask them that shit. Because can't no human tell you shit. We all care about robots, right? Ask them. Leave that red meat alone, queen. I ain't telling nobody what to eat. But I'm just saying, bacon ain't shit. Some people need red meat, though, so, that's not really that great of advice. Some people are very, very iron deficient, and fucking sea moss ain't gonna do it. Stop pushing that shit on people, too. People be like, fucking, nah, just drink some sea moss. I know niggas who drink sea moss that got missing teeth, too, or got a front doodle tooth, or mad spaces in between. Listen, if you look like you want to ring that bell in 6 months, you can't tell me shit about shit. I'm just being real. Niggas don't be looking healthy and always want to fucking tell somebody something. Just drink sea moss and shut up. Shut the fuck up. You look like you gonna ring that bell in a few months? You can't tell me nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. Because before anybody speak, I always do the knowledge, and I watch you anyway. And I be watching niggas' ways and actions, and I be like, this nigga can't tell me nothing. You be seeing people, watch what motivate people. See, I look at people motivations. So hold up. This nigga was laying around in the crib all day. And some chick called him. That nigga ain't hit the water. And he going to fuck with some chick. See, I'm telling you, I look at shit like that. I don't be trying to be judgmental, but I'm like, so you were just sitting around letting your meatloaf all day. Just nothing matters today. You didn't even do nothing for yourself, like wash up. You didn't even wash up. Niggas be having hard washcloths in their bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be sleeping them same clothes and shit and just get up. So a chick call you like, yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go link with this chick. And I'm like, so you just said, fuck the shower, right? Fuck the shower, fuck brushing your teeth. You didn't even take a washcloth and put it all across your fucking face. You're just going outside. Like, fuck everybody, right? What do we all had that mentality? Like, fuck it, fuck the shower. Telling you, a lot of people, be real with y'all, a lot of people you know, they listen to white people. So they start adapting all their ideologies and all their ways of life. And they think that should apply to us. That shit don't apply to us. Niggas be musty, man. And they be musty too. But that shit is just normal. They think they work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a hard worker. You smell him? No. Black people don't get away with that shit. We be like, yo, nigga, you stink. Because you ain't do shit all day and you stink. How you musty ain't do nothing? How you musty in the cold? You be cold outside and somebody walk past you and they musty and it's cold. Now you can see if it's like fucking 90 degrees and the motherfucker perspiring and shit. You know, nigga might have a little bit of wanna be alone cologne. How you musty in this cold? How I smell your must in this cold? It's like 30 degrees outside and I smell you. You know how stink you gotta be? And niggas be fresh too. Talk about, you know, niggas that be competing with you. Yo, I get more of this and all that. Like, nigga. You don't even hit the water. Like, you don't even bathe. Had a nigga tell me, nah, you ain't really got to take a shower every day. You don't? Who the fuck told you that? Listen to them white folks. Listen to them white folks. Nah, because then niggas be trying to get scientific. No, because the bacteria and all that. Nigga. You supposed to change your sheets, change your toothbrush, change your towel, change your washcloth, change your fucking drawers, your socks, and your t-shirts. That's just the truth. And it always be these niggas that want to give you the life advice. The nigga got on mismatched socks. Your fucking socks don't even, your socks don't even get along. You can't even keep your socks organized. We all got a sock drawer. We got socks that we folded. Then we got some bullshit ass socks. Those are the socks that you wear when you're doing laundry. Those are the socks that you wear that you might walk around the crib. You don't go outside in them. You got them laundry underwear, them laundry undershirts. We all got that. I knew a nigga was going through some shit. This nigga had mismatched Crocs on outside. I was like, fuck you got on your feet? Like, nah, these shits is comfortable. Yeah, but them niggas don't get along. Like, they're not. And I'm telling you, people who be going through some shit, they will always try to remedy your life. This motherfucker had on mismatched Crocs. mismatched Crocs. The fucking Crocs was different. And you outside like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? I done been through hell. Never in my life I ever said, I'm gonna put on this Puma and Adidas and go outside. I'm gonna wear one furry slipper and one thong slipper that goes in between my toes. I never in my life thought that. They got a tank top on with fucking, with a hole in it, mismatched Crocs, and was talking about, yeah, man, I ain't been eating and shit. That's your fucking fault. Yo, not for nothing. If you know any niggas that's going to have woman trouble, niggas be at their lowest point when they be going through it with a chick. Yo, you see the worst of a nigga when he going through it with a chick. Like, you nigga be just down bad. I had a nigga try to convince me one time how in a few years I'm gonna get me a robot chick. What? I'm gonna get a robot. Ain't robots made from metal, man? Like, the fuck you trying to fuck the T-4000? Like, and I'm telling you, niggas be thinking they sane though. And they be saying shit like this to you with a straight face and then tell you how they fucking love you and care about you, but to tell you some shit like that and not know that I be sitting there thinking, nigga, fuck is you talking about? Nah, real soon. What's on this real soon shit? Nigga, we alive right now. Like, I'ma get an AI chick. All right, my nigga. Whatever. Like, what the fuck? Niggas is, yo. That's why I'm telling you. I don't listen to niggas, man. I'm telling you. I took some real poor advice in my life that the wrong advice will set you back years. And I'm going to say this to you. Only reason why I give y'all advice on certain things, because I'm actually the living testimony of what I tell you. I can't tell you about shit I don't know. I can't tell you about being on a yacht eating caviar and shit and sniffing cocaine. I can't tell you nothing about that. But I can tell you about creating content. I can tell you about weight loss. I can tell you about doing things to keep your mind right and getting your mind right. But it seems like every day we watch and we give people attention that don't even be knowing what the fuck they talking about. And they on some other shit, but they trying to sell something to you because people always trying to meet you where they think you at. Remember that. Anything somebody think you into, when they trying to get into you literally, and then mentally, they will always try to side with you and always try to strike up a conversation that they think you're going to be interested in. I ain't with all that. Like, even when I get off here and people will call me and shit and try to talk about hip hop and internet shit, like, yo, we not on social media. We're on the phone. What's going on in the real world? What happened in Target or some shit like that? Don't be talking about, you seen what they posted? I'm not on the internet. I haven't even really been on today. But people always trying to meet you where they think you at. And then they try to bond with you. They try to bond with you to that. And it's always some hidden agenda. That's why I be hard to figure out. You try to talk to me about some shit, and I'll be like, fuck that. You be like, huh? I don't give a fuck about that. Sometimes I do give a fuck, but I don't want to give a fuck about it with you because you think we friends now. Like, it be certain platforms that be like, yeah, we, because me and you. I'm like, nigga, we not peers. We not peers. You do what you do, I do what I do. Niggas be trying to, Yo, niggas will use anything to try to bond with you. I'm telling you, stay away from the unlucky and the unhappy. If you talk to somebody, you say what's going on, and they be like, man, today, whoa, just hang up the phone. Because if you really, really an empathetic person, you can feel people. You can feel energy. When their energy is a certain way, that shit becomes infectious. So then you start trauma bonding with people. You start trauma bonding with people, and they could take you to a place you don't want to go because you could have just crawled out of that dark hole. So I don't talk to people who always got something bad to fucking say or they never have a good day. Yo, what's good, my nigga? Man, I just went to the store and they burnt my bagel. Go get another one. You right. You know what I'm saying? Like, for every solution, you find a new problem. I don't like people like that. Like, yo, what's good, my nigga? Yo, man, I can't find my toenail clipper. My nails is long. My sneaker, my Jordan. So you just going to fucking sit on the phone and complain all fucking day? Nigga, go buy a new toenail clipper. Order one from Amazon. What the fuck? I can't do it. Not at this stage in my life. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with a lot of shit because we moving forward. We want to be in different spaces. And another thing before I go, I've been saying that shit for like the last 45 minutes. No, but this is very, very essential. Don't ever feel bad because you want more out of life than some people want. Don't ever feel bad because you want to see different things and go different places and you want better for yourself. Don't let nobody talk you out of what's valuable to you and what has value. Because a lot of people will try to talk you out of shit because they can't do it or don't want to do it. Don't allow people to penetrate you with their fucking way of fucked up thinking. Because some people don't want shit. Some people don't want shit. They just happy with nothing. They just good. I want everything. I want everything. I just ain't willing to do certain things to get it because that's just not who I am. But I want it though, and I'm going to try. But don't let nobody convince you that, yo, you don't need that big house. You don't need that type of car. You don't need that. Somebody always trying to tell you what the fuck you need, and they don't got it. Don't listen to nobody, man. If I listened to people, I wouldn't be sitting here because people try to deter me not to do this. I remember when I was fucking when I wanted to do my own thing, and you know we had the Forbes thing, and I wanted to do my own thing. I remember people saying to me, "Yo, how could you? Yo, you want to do your own thing? Like, how you gonna do that?" I'm like, I built that shit. You don't think I could build me? What y'all think is really going on? So then it was more of me doing it to prove something to everybody, but more so I had to prove something to myself because I am who the fuck I say I am. I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. Y'all can't deter me from doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't deter me from doing shit. You're not going to tell me what has value and don't have value if my fucking bills is paid and I want to splurge and do something. Then get the fuck out of here. You can't tell me shit. I hate when people be like, yo, why would you do that? Why would you? Yo, shut up. I need your fucking help. I'm a grown-ass man. Anyway, I talk for a living. I'll talk all night. I appreciate y'all. I'll be here tomorrow. I ain't gonna talk this long tomorrow. I got some little tidbits I'm putting out. Please rewind the video if you just coming in the chat room, and also hit the like button and leave a comment. This second half of the show ain't had shit to do with shit. It was just freestyle. You know, I could just talk. I like to get in my little comedy from time to time. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, Doggie Diamonds Rewind. A lot of content will be going on there. Until next time, peace out. Y'all be safe for the rest of the night. I see y'all. It is tomorrow. See y'all later. Peace.
Doggie Diamonds did this.